So Tony Schiavone was in the ring and he introduced Hangnail Page. And Tony's incisive question to the cowboy, the drugstore cowboy or midnight cowboy, I'm not sure, was, "Where is your mind at?" And Page snatches the microphone, and Tony just throws his hands up and walks over to corner, like every host of every television show would. And Page starts doing the fake tough guy voice where he's growling now, and he recites his lines that he's come up with about who he's beaten up. And when he gets to, I guess that's why one of the Austin Gunn is probably injured. And they're blaming Page for him not being there because remember we said the other day they were down one gun when we saw the gangbang gang clangers. Dancers.
They're not dancers.
Well, I don't know what the fucking name, the goddamn, I'm thinking of who were the June Taylor dancers, did Jackie Gleason.
The Jewel Havemeyer dancers did SCTV.
Yes. Nevertheless, as soon as Page mentioned Austin Gunn as one of the guys that he beat up, Colton came out and jumped him. And they went to the floor and had a big fight. And Colton missed a dive and Page beat him up. And during this, Page, the announcers called attention to it, which made me think it was part of the story. But at the same time, they couldn't hardly not because it was visually obvious that Page was limping, but he was favoring his left leg kind of at the start and then more later on. But who knows what's going on there. But then Page pulled off a belt and was going to whip Colton Gunn, but Jay White and Juice Robinson came out. And so now they have the deal where two baby faces outnumber the one heel and get on either side of the ring and get in and stop him. And Page then limps off, and Jay White does the promo. "Ye can't hide." And as usual, his promo was way too long. They had a little action and excitement going at the very little at the end of the chase there. And when Page limped off, if he could have got this done in about 20 seconds, that would have been marvelous. But instead, yeah, boy. Is Page hurt? Does anybody give a shit about Jay White? And why can't we let Juice do anything?
Nobody gives a shit about Jay White. Juice, when he was standing on the second rope, I was like, man, he's got size. He looks like a star. But they don't use him well. I like Adam Page kind of getting fired up, and this is the best version of him I think we've seen in maybe ever. And then...
But now that we know that it's phony because he was a morose alcoholic before for so long and he wore flowery pants.
And again, I don't think anyone wants to see him feud with Jay White, whose catchphrase is, "I got 2 words for you." And then when you think he's going to say suck it, he says, "Guns up."
Well, besides that, they've been heels and obnoxious heels that were good at being heels until sudden. And now the Guns, just because Jay White was mad at Page, they got involved in this. And all of a sudden, people, they turn without turning here.